Welcome to episode 5 of the Small Brain Small Talk podcast. Here we are on Minecraft. So just a little background of what we're doing. Pretty much every 5 weeks or 5 episodes, we're going to be playing a game while talking about random shit.
He's right there.
What are we doing? Maybe this was a bad idea. You know what? We're just going to go with it anyways.
It was a great idea. What are you talking about?
So, yeah, every 5 episodes it's going to be like this. We're going to play multiple games like Among Us, Scriblio. Maybe we'll go back on Minecraft or different games, and we'll just do the podcast on the game. Jesus, Butch. So, today we're going to be talking about just some dumb shit. Mainly like stories about like school and different sports that we all played. Okay, Butch. So, well, Gavin, you and Adam both played hockey together.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll be a good start place.
I don't have too many stories from playing hockey. I mean, we played hockey and that's about it.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
You have no stories from hockey, like none.
I mean, like we had this one season. I think it was in Squirts B2, where we pretty much just demolished every team. We won our bracket. You know, that was a large part. Adam's amazing goaltending, and a couple kids named like Tyler. Oh, I probably should say their names. Point is, I was not an integral part of the victory, but I was there. You know, I was moral support.
I remember I went off in those games, and Cooper didn't bring his helmet. He was an idiot and had to use some girls on it. But he still scored a lot of goals. Probably shouldn't have said his name.
I don't know.
That's why I stopped Adam.
Ricky can censor it.
That's my job, Adam.
Butch, did you play any sports in high school?
Yes.
What did you play?
Yes. No, I played... Fuck.
Why'd you guys do that? You were so cute.
I need to get home! Okay, whatever. I played soccer. That was my big one.
Soccer? Okay.
Yeah.
For a significant period of... You bastard, give me my boat.
No, I got it.
No, my axe
Butch's axe broke.
Okay.
So you played soccer?
I played soccer, yes. I played soccer for, I don't know, many years. Long time. Soccer.
Like the standard, like, white kid 5+ years of soccer was never, like, really good at it.
Definitely +5.
Yeah.
And I was always just mediocre. You caught me. Everyone else was pretty nutty, but...
I was the same way
Was
as well.
Delano pretty good? Or
Yeah, Delano was pretty good.
What? No way. No way that Delano was good.
Dude, we're Delano. Delano's the
They
best
had
at
a pretty
everything.
good soccer team.
Actually, that is
Did
probably...
them, Adam?
No, we did. They had a pretty good soccer team.
Delano
JV.
has a lot of good, talented kids.
So you might have
And we
met
all
Butch in
graduated.
soccer?
Did you play JV, Butch?
I played both.
JV and VAR?
Yes.
Why'd you say
Nice.
VAR? Why did you say VAR?
Don't say VAR
It's
ever
varsity.
again. Say
No,
varsity. You just said it.
You say varsity. You don't say VAR.
VAR is
on the
better.
big V.
Oh, he's coming.
Big V.
I got my boat back. No
Yeah,
way.
I only played
No,
JV.
no.
But I was the captain.
Fucking boat.
You know, like Adam, I was a captain, but I was a captain in hockey for our junior gold team.
And
And that was pretty fun. I was only captain for 1 year, but like...
what is J Gold for
All right,
for everyone?
so J Gold, Junior Gold. It's imagine like B Squad. All right, I say this. It's pretty much like JV, but a bit less competitive. The skill range is like really big, and you can go to state. So,
In other words, it's for people who get cut from high school.
well, it's if you get cut from high school, or if you don't want to deal with the coach's bullshit. More
You
often than
just
not,
want
it's
to
just
play in a
people who get
chill
cut, but,
environment
like,
with actually good players.
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining because we had people that were bad like me, and we had people that were like just. It's like this one guy our second year that we played. He was from Shakopee, and he had been on the varsity team the previous year, and he had been kicked off the team because he got a girl pregnant. I think it was.
I thought that was the goal thing.
Yeah, I'm talking about the goalie. He had been on the varsity team, or he was like supposed to be on the varsity team, and then he got a girl pregnant. So then
Did
he wasn't
like,
going to
miss
play for
a
that
game?
team.
Didn't he like miss a game because?
Hold up! I'm not there. You're getting ahead of stuff. Okay?
Sorry.
He got a girl pregnant, and so he changed schools to a school that was more accommodating for that sort of situation, and he came and played hockey for us as a goalie. And that was really cool. He started off as like not as good as our other goalie, and then by the end of the season, he was like our best goalie. He ended up missing one of our playoff games though because his girlfriend was in labor. So wow, I know, like kind of stupid, right? Imagine missing a hockey game for the birth of your son. You know, like, that's kind of stupid.
God, that's stupid, bro. Why would you do that?
We were all joking near the end of the season that we had to win so that we could get him to bring his girlfriend and his son to the game.
Oh fuck!
Unfortunately, we ended up losing, such that didn't ever end up happening. Also, the game that he did miss, his girlfriend, it was a false alarm. So.
So.
Yeah. So he missed for no reason, pretty much.
Gavin, did you become the Godfather?
No, I did not become the Godfather.
Who was the Godfather?
I don't know who it was. I think the Godfather was like his uncle or something. His grandparents. His parents were not a fan of him getting someone pregnant. Needless to say.
Are you still in communication with this person?
No.
Does the kid call you Uncle Gav?
No. Our other year, a similar thing. I don't think the guy got a girl pregnant, but this is my first year in J Gold. We had a guy for Jockby who he fucked someone, and for some reason that translated to him getting kicked off the team. So I don't know, maybe it was like the coach's daughter or something. Points, he got kicked off the team, and then we scouted him when he came and played for us. And dude was insane. Like he was so good. He had like one of the hardest shots I think I've ever seen in like high school hockey. He hard carried a lot of our games, and then I don't know. I guess he was talking to a lot of the moms too, because my mom had a very positive impression of him.
Oh no, Gavin!
I was never very pog.
Very positive impression of him. So if he was into MILFs, I wouldn't have been surprised.
Could have been your dad, yeah.
My parents aren't married, Adam.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
That's the joke.
That.
What was it? And then I think the last great story I have is my first year. So we have an assistant coach, and this assistant coach often brought his girlfriend to a game, and so it was Valentine's Day and his birthday, and the players were harassing him, and they ended up I don't know why, but they had like a dirty condom in their bag.
Dirty.
No. It was just like the package was like gross because it had been like going around their hockey bag for a couple months or something.
Yeah.
They pulled that out. We put it in a happy birthday card for him, and the player that gave it to him was like, "Hey, make sure you use this well tonight." Because everyone was thinking he's gonna get laid because Valentine's his birthday.
Day. Yeah.
Yeah. He ended up saying he doesn't need it though. That was pretty fun. And then they threw it at me.
Because I thought you were gonna get some.
You would need it.
Yeah, I know, right? Like I would need it exactly.
We're missing 2 people. Well, we're missing one. Butch,
I kept getting the shit beat out of me, and all my tools were breaking. So I have to leave to go get stuff.
Oh.
I have to go to my base. I have to get shit.
Is that why you were running? Were you getting the shit beat out of you, even though you had tools?
It's because I was
You're losing to a man with a fist and nothing else.
Donald Duck scares me.
Sounds like he's scared.
As soon as my sword broke, dealing with you. Okay, continue the story. We're in a podcast.
Gavin's story ended. That was it.
Yeah, that was
shit,
it.
yeah, it's really hard to focus. I keep having Donald Duck beating the shit out of me.
So
I'm not Donald Duck.
Diego,
That's
you played.
What you are.
You did track.
Correct. And marching band.
That's not.
I'm one of those kids.
That's not a sport.
It is.
That's not.
At our school, it wasn't a sport, but marching band can be considered.
Yes, but you didn't play marching band as a sport, so then marching band, the way you played it, was not a sport.
The way you played it.
It wasn't a sport.
Correct. We did not compete.
You did track though.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about
what the fuck?
Talking about that marching
Gavin,
band.
did you not know I did track?
I needed track. No, I was idea. That's what I was saying.
No, he's trying to beat the shit out of me.
I actually ran a couple times with Diego when he was on the track team. That's pretty fun.
Stand still.
Not for very long, but you did. Oh, I didn't realize you were looking at me.
Stand still.
You're gonna make me blush. Stop it.
Oh.
So when you were on track, what'd you do? I know what you did, but just what'd you do?
Ran.
Thanks, man.
Ooh, excited.
You didn't even run. You did.
No, I did run.
You did throwing.
I did running and I did throwing. I was a
Was this
long
middle school?
distance thrower. So, why are you naked, Ricky?
What?
What the heck?
Sorry. I was getting hot.
Oh, look at this man running.
I like how the tree just kind of perfectly censored you too.
All right.
Anyway, so yes, I did long distance, which consisted of mainly.
Let's go!
It's true! Yeah!
Yeah!
Which consisted mainly
What's
of
going on? Anyway.
half mile, and 2 mile races.
You did
Sometimes
long
we do the quarter mile.
distance in track.
Mhm.
Wait, a half mile?
No!
A long
In track it is,
Yeah, in track it
Oh.
is.
because I can do cross country.
Because like short distance track is like 100 meters, 200 meters.
Yeah. Wait,
I'm
yeah,
big
what was
brain.
the fastest mile time?
It was about 550,
Nice.
and that
Gavin,
was
stop it.
last year. And
Yeah.
it was looking good. I was thinking I was gonna break 530 this year, and then I broke something else.
Your boyfriend's heart.
Poggers.
No, wait, I'm actually gonna spawn
Gavin's
this
hard.
spawn now. Fuck.
I got a
But,
608 today.
Oh dang, nice, Adam.
Gavin's fucking with spawn.
Thanks.
But so I did that, but then I also
Hey.
threw.
Where did you go?
Sam, shut the
Butch,
fuck up.
discus and shot put. I threw
ahead.
discus and shot put, which was fun. And I eventually got someone else to join me.
Name names.
I got someone else to join me.
Oh, that's me.
There you
Oh,
go.
Ricky.
Oh.
All right,
Did you get rid of my snap
We'll
line?
cut to Ricky then. Talk about your what sports you did band.
I did the same
I
as
did
Diego.
band, dude.
Yeah,
Butch did band.
he's just Diego
Butch did
2.0.
So
Butch
you,
did band.
wait, you run track, Ricky?
Yeah, I was in track.
What?
Yeah.
He threw with me.
Oh,
We both threw together.
Peace offering.
Gavin
Yeah.
gave me a ride home from track one.
This is true. Why was that? Because I had to stay after school to do something, right?
Yeah, it was just easier than the parents coming to pick me up.
wait, Gavin.
Oh.
So you drove Ricky home one day?
Yeah. I don't really remember it, but yeah. I think
I feel
at least I've offered. I don't know if I actually did.
I feel like you've done that a couple times, actually, Gav.
It's very
Or it's like-
possible.
You're done at the weight room, and I have to stay after school for like something band related, and then Gav came up and was
What
like,
is-
"Hey, you live by Rick, our house." I played clarinet.
You live by
Oh, of
Rick.
course you would.
Yeah.
Bitch.
What did you play, Butch?
I played
Baby
trombone.
trombone. Goo goo goo, I slide. Ooh.
Yeah, I do. Wow. The only
No.
thing about trombone.
But track was pretty good. I had fun with it.
Are you doing it this year?
If I can. I don't know if... Well, I don't even know if... I think they're going to be running it. I don't know if I'll be running it, though, because...
Because you throw.
Haha.
And
Yeah,
also,
that's
you
Add a laugh track in there, Ricky. That was good.
Oh.
Don't have to tell me twice.
How did I do that?
I'm trapped.
What else do you want to know?
Wait, so what did you do? You did discus with Diego then?
I did discus and shot put.
Shot put.
Wait, Ricky, how far can you throw discus?
What was it, like 65?
Yeah, his record's about 65 feet.
65 feet.
Nice.
And that was like his first year going in cold. No real training other than that year.
You gonna push
Does
me
he
in?
think you throw a plate really, really far?
What?
Mm-hmm.
You should throw a plate to people, Ricky.
You could be the plate fucker.
See, the problem with throwing a plate, though, is the way Ricky's learned how to throw them. is a lot more conspicuous compared to Gavin's. Gavin's just chucking it across the cafeteria.
Oh, no.
Why can't he throw it like a frisbee?
Bitch.
Yeah.
Well, that's different. If he's going to do a discus throw, he's got to do the wind up, and then the spin, and then the release.
I remember the day I went and practiced.
Dance for me, boy, dance.
Oh yeah, you did come out one day.
Yeah.
I have a couple discs that I practice with at home, and I was like,
I
"Hey, you
popped out one
want
day.
to?" Did you die on Ricky's head?
How did Gavin do?
You know, form was lacking, but his strength got him
Could
a
he
pretty
eat it
decent.
pretty far?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It wasn't pretty.
I'll be back in a moment. I had to go for a bit.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
What?
Kevin, what?
Listen, it's either this or I poop my pants, okay?
Your pants on podcast.
Gavin.
Gavin, you're not allowed to bring your phone into the bathroom, or else you're gonna be gone for the rest of the podcast.
I mean, he's got a
He's
point.
already gone.
Oh, Gavin.
Jesus Christ, what is wrong?
Wow.
with this kid?
Now
Who's
I'm
gonna
gonna
guess
kill.
this
Dude,
episode?
I just got
30
a ball
minutes
with
to
punch
prep.
1 and power 4.
Can I have
Alright.
the fishing rod?
Oh,
So
I don't
Sam,
know,
what'd
Cam.
you do?
For what?
Sports-wise.
When?
You didn't play anything in high school, did you?
I was on the varsity trap team. Trap shooting
Oh
team.
yeah, I forgot you.
dude, I want to do traps so bad.
It's really fun. I stopped
enjoy
because
hunting,
the gun I was using started getting a little small for me, so I was getting like kind of uncomfortable.
What, did you have
and I
a
ended
20?
No, I had it's size, not gauge. I had a 12 gauge Benelli Monticello. And
Oh, right, it's size for, yeah.
Yeah, gun
Well,
size.
typically
matters.
size changes with gauge, yeah. I have a hunter's brain.
There are sawed-offs that are 12 gauge.
I had a very big 20 gauge, so it took me a while to switch to 12.
And in middle school, I was on the track team, and then I fucked my leg in an accident, and that was nice. I think Diego, were you there? 7th grade? Were you in track 7th grade?
I think it was only 8th grade
Okay.
because
Is it
I had
seven?
just moved to South Dakota, moved from South Dakota, so I wasn't like super sure of what I wanted to do.
Well, when I was in 8th grade, I ran 200, and then I threw shot and discus, and on a 200, you got destroyed.
Ouch.
On a 200 coming around the corner, tore my right leg. The whole muscle
no.
was gone, basically, and I couldn't walk. And I ended
Yeah,
up walking in 2 days.
you know
from,
that doesn't sound
full-
that fun.
No. And I was at school the next week. I basically tore it on a Thursday, didn't go Friday because I convinced my parents that, hey, crawling around on my stomach at school wasn't a good idea. And then,
Why did they need convincing?
Did you
I
get
don't
like
know.
an MRI done, or?
nope, I never went to TRIA.
Bro, I remember something similar like that happened to me with an injury. It's a really stupid story. So there's this dumbass that I'm gonna call
Liam.
Dumb.
Call
Leo?
blank.
Liam.
Liam. Okay, so Liam's a terrible human being, and Liam threatened to shoot up the school. Liam doesn't go to our school anymore. But anyway, Liam, we're in the dance unit of Phi Ed, and Liam is
Wait.
Is this like Dance Dance Revolution shit or what?
no, this is like make up a dance to a song of your choice with the boys, and it was just a bunch of like meme
Whap.
shit basically.
With the
But-
boys.
Whap.
So Butch is doing their made up dance routine with the
So
boys, right?
wait. So your school made TikTok before TikTok made TikTok.
Basically, because this was like 5 or so years before TikTok.
Jesus.
So that was literally the dance unit. So I was walking over to get a drink, and Liam is playing with an empty fucking plastic water bottle, right?
Mm-hmm. As one.
And I'm
does.
like, you know, and he walks away and he just leaves it sitting in the middle of the wrestling room where we're practicing. And I'm like, do you know what? I'll do Liam a favor. I'll throw this away for him. And I pick it up and I start walking, and all of a sudden Liam comes in behind me and he was like, bro, I was still using that. And then before I could even say a word, he just fucking grabs my leg and just pulls it up from under me, and I shoot my other leg out to like catch myself. But because of the velocity I was moving and the speed in which I reacted, I just fucking shattered the heel, like my entire foot. I just broke it, and I had a broken arm. Like when I did that, I already broke my arm because of another person in a locker room like 3 or 4 days prior, and that was the first thing I ever broke. So this dude, like, I just shattered my foot completely, and I'm like, ow, that hurt like a bitch. And I walk over and I sit down. I'm like, can you get me some ice? My foot like hurts abnormally for this little tussle I had with Liam. And the next day I wake up and it still hurts like a bitch, and I'm like, no, there's no way I broke it. Like, I literally just broke my first thing because of a bullshit accident like 2 days ago. There's no way I just now broke this. And I went to soccer practice that day. I'm like, I'm sure it's just a little bit sore. And for the next week, I continued to go to practice every day. I walked around on it in my like tennis shoes and everything. And it wasn't until my teacher saw me limping around the next week and was like, Butch, you pussy, you just need to start putting weight on it, right? And they walk over and they put their hand on their shoulder and like add some weight, and you just hear this terrible crunching sound of every single like fragments in my body just shatter at once. And the teacher has this look of, oh god, I can't afford to pay for what I just did to you. And me with this look of, oh god, what just happened to my foot? And yeah, I show up to the the ER, and they're like, yeah, so it was probably just like a minor sprain or a small fracture. But then you went to a soccer game, went to 7 soccer practice, played a game that involves literally only your feet. Okay?
And also the teacher put their full weight on it.
Yeah, and then someone else, like, well, they didn't put their full weight. They literally just like put a bit of pressure on. But like,
probably
they're like,
breaking
your foot
whatever
is, like,
was repaired.
Yeah, but they're like, dude, nothing was repaired at that point. It was my right foot, and I was playing soccer every day. That must have just been like the thing that pushed it over the edge, or else I probably would have done it in soccer that day. I don't know how nothing like super detrimental happened from kicking balls, running around. Like, I have no idea. I think I was just so angry that I just tricked my brain and just been like, no, it's not broken and I don't feel pain. But yeah, they're like, yeah, your foot's like mega fucked now, and you're now gonna have like this boot for 3 months instead of like a week. Lamau.
Talking about that, like, what is everyone's like worst like injury? Like, Sam, I know Gavin said he's like never broken a bone before.
Oh right.
And then
Gavin, how are you so accident prone to everyone but yourself?
Gavin's not here.
Gavin's not here.
Remember
so
that?
then
Oh yeah.
I can kind of go. So I tore that whole kind of muscle there, and since it never really
Was it your
fully
lower
repaired
leg or
properly,
upper? Do you think it was like
It
your
was
hamstring or like
groin.
your calf? What?
kind of whatever's in front of your hamstring. So
Oh,
like
your
there's like your
or no,
hamstring,
your
it's kinda
quad.
your
Yeah, your
tri.
quad. No,
yeah.
your
So I
quad.
basically tore my whole quad, like basically clean off. And then the other time is a broken toe, and it went. So there's like these old exercise bikes that also blew air, so you could like stay cold while biking. You know, super cool thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have like a proper gearbox. And I'm like, ooh, I should ride one of these. And I was doing it, and I had the habit of getting off while I was still spinning around.
Mm-hmm.
And what ended up happening is my pinky toe got caught, and it took a whole trip around.
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
I can, every time I kind of talk about that, I remember like my whole foot moving with it.
Oh.
And it wasn't going like super fast, so it wasn't like a quick trip around either. It was like a solid 3 or 4 seconds.
I mean, you probably got lucky that like you didn't like break like your foot.
Or your
Oh, I was, yeah. I probably
I remember
did.
that with my friend, bro. He
Bitch.
wiped out on a snowmobile and fucking he twisted his foot like 180 degrees. Like, he looked down and his toes were where his heel normally is. His like whole foot just rotated. And he was like,
Fuck.
and he just sat there, and it was super cold. This was the day before a week-long trip to Chicago, and he just kind of,
I want all my fish.
and just the next day, like that night at like 2 a.m. he texts me, you know, and I'm like getting ready to go on this trip. He's like,
Fish.
bro, I just
Caught two
completely
salmon.
mega fucked my foot. But like, that he never recovered from that. Like his knee's just like permanently fucked now because he rotated his foot and like his whole leg 90 degrees.
Do you guys remember like Michael injury? When he like
Are you talking about the bone thing?
he like
Was that?
so Michael, what he did was, well, you gotta censor that out. But what he did, he was playing football, like a JV football game on the turf, and like apparently he got tackled funny, and his ankle dislocated, so it popped out. His entire foot did.
Oh yeah.
And it was just like twisted.
Ooh.
Just like it yeah.
I remember I think this would be more for Gavin. It wasn't Gavin who got injured, but someone on his hockey team, someone like skated over their elbow.
Oh.
And the bone was showing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
I was
that
like-
was. I don't remember exactly who that was. It might have been Grayson.
Oh yeah, that would be not fun.
Yeah.
That kind of happened to my thumbs.
There was a kid on my hockey team.
Football.
Your thumbs
It was
that
basically
don't
the same
bend.
thing. Yeah, okay, so my thumbs are already kind of fucked up to begin with, and people have always made the joke, they're like, bro, just break your thumbs and they'll start working. But I have broken both of my thumbs, like when my hand broke and my arm, like my whole arm and foot all broke because a sped kid was trying to beat my ass in a locker room, but the janitors waxed the floor, so it's like a slip and slide in there.
Wait, explain how that happened. Wait.
Okay,
We can't
so-
glance over that.
Wait, well, hold on, what was the guy, what's the name of the guy that broke my foot's name?
Liam.
What was the made-up name? Leo?
Liam.
Liam.
So Liam, the week prior, right? And I like hate this guy, but he's always around me for some reason. It's a curse. So this Liam guy, oh my god, I have a funny story about Liam later. Anyway, so Liam shoots a rubber bands thing at this other guy. We'll call him Guns. So Skunt gets hit by this rubber bands, and Skunt has anger issues. Skunt looks at me with these eyes of rage and hatred, and I'm like, God damn it, Liam. Skunt thinks it was me. Skunt just starts sprinting across the floor. Butch doesn't have shoes on. He has socks on, and he's in a lubricated locker room floor. Butch just books it, and then Butch runs around the corner, right, to like escape Skunt, and I lose my footing and flip up and go about Mach 18, like just sideways, like halfway up a locker. Like it was like straight out of a cartoon. Like I slipped upwards and across and just like threw myself into a locker, and my leg hurt really bad. And then the next day, I was like, okay, my arm hurts significantly worse than my leg now. And I went in there like, yeah, your stupid ass, like, broke your arm running away from some kid with anger issues because he was shot by a rubber band.
Is that how you
And
broke your arm?
that is how I broke my arm, is some dumb fuck. Sorry,
Wow.
Liam shot Skunt with a rubber band, and Skunt thought it was me. And I ran away from Skunt and went Mach 18 into a locker. So I broke both of my limbs basically by the same person
Jeez.
in the same week. I had never broken anything before. Nearly broke my spine, but not quite.
I got to be there.
Nearly-
Get wrecked.
My spine nearly got fucking broke because some kid RKO'd me in some outdoor pool thing that had actual rocks as the floor because it was supposed to be all like naturey and shit. She was like, "You're in my turf," and then he like pushes me and I fall like 5 feet into this like foot shallow pool, and I just like fell onto just all these jagged rocks. And they're like, "Wow, you like nearly like broke your spine because of this random kid, but you didn't, Lamau, lucky bastard." Do you want to hear my Liam story?
What?
There's more?
Okay, so so Liam, man, he's a roller coaster. Long story short, though, Liam's a dumbass, and he one day typed, "Don't show up to school on Mom Day." Yeah, he spelled Monday wrong. And then everyone spread it around, and everyone was like, "Oh no, Liam's a school shooter. Couldn't have seen that coming," right? And then Liam, got just wiped off the face of the earth, and I saw him like months later, and he had transferred schools, and he had gained like 100 pounds, and he just looked like he wanted to die. But anyway, Liam was in my American history class. Shout out to my teacher, whatever her name is. She was the best.
Miss McCringle.
McCringle. It was a chick. She was the best. but Liam was always my partner, and it was terrible. There was a bunch of mega dank meme lords, but no one wanted to be with Liam. And I would try to group up with mega dank meme lords, but Liam would always be like, Brennan, want to be my partner? I'm like, no, I want to be with mega dank meme lords. But I always ended up being with Liam, and it sucked because Liam did nothing and he knew nothing. Like, I needed him to do one slide about the president of Cuba, and he ended up writing a slide about that black guy that was shot by police in a hate crime, and didn't realize it. I was reading the slide, and I'm like, it says right here, shot by American police officer in wherever, and I'm like, no red flags at all when you wrote that down about the Cuban president, that he's dead. But anyway, so this Liam guy's stupid. But this Liam guy disappears to the bathroom for prolonged periods of time every day. Suspicious, kind of sus, right? One day, Liam goes to the bathroom. He always has a Bluetooth speaker in his backpack. Always. And
One of those kids.
he's one of those kids, and he blasts shitty music in the hallway. Liam left his Bluetooth speaker on. This is like straight out of the memes where like,
Wait, like
that's
in the
weird. I don't
classroom?
hear- He left the backpack. We were all in the library at the computer, like at the computers working on a presentation. Liam kept his speaker on, and he walks into the bathroom, and you hear the pairing sound, and it was probably like out of the memes where like he's halfway through his fucking porn, and he's like, why is there no sound? And then he just sees the Bluetooth paired symbol. Because about like after like a minute or two, it just goes silent. And
Wait, what was he playing? Was he like?
we're sitting there and we hear a dude who's like, I'm here to pick up my kid from childcare, like from like daycare. And then you hear like a female voice, and it's just like, oh god. And like everyone, the teacher, everyone just sitting there like confused and terrified. And the teacher's like, turn this off. Like we need to turn this off right now. And everyone's like, where is it coming from? The acoustics are terrible in this library. And Butch knew exactly. I knew exactly who that speaker was.
I
But
knew.
I just sat there and played dumb. I'm like, oh, where could it be? And I'm just like, this is hilarious. And so eventually he figures it out and he like turns it off, right? And he walks in like 10 minutes later, you know, mission accomplished. He finished what he started. But
Mission accomplished.
as he walks in, he turns on his tablet, probably because he's a dumbass and forgot to close it. And you just hear one last scream, one last just moan from the chick as he walks into the library. And
He
that
does it
time,
on a
everyone,
tablet?
including, yeah, he has a
At
fucking
school.
tablet. That motherfucker
At
had like a
school.
full-on like iPad mini at school.
Fuck.
That's what he was using in the bathroom. But he walks in, and everyone, including him, all hear it. And we're all like, whoa, what was that, Liam? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And we're all like, Liam, the daycare. And then Liam just gives us all this look of mortification. And well, he was escorted swiftly out of the library.
He was watching
Liam.
a Hallmark movie.
And the best part is, I told everyone that's that news spread like wildfire. I told so many people about that story. Someone's senior quote is, always make sure to turn off your Bluetooth speaker or something like that. Like they managed to sneak that past the teachers that they basically were like, don't get caught masturbating at school is their senior quote in the yearbook.
What is
Which
wrong with
just
Delano?
awesome.
Yeah.
No, what's not wrong with Delano? Delano's the best, and it's hilarious.
This stuff also happened at our school, but most people are a lot smarter than him.
Yeah, there's a lot of dumb people that
Or
did
they
dumb
like
stuff.
they like separated the kids like that and
The weird,
not
Like,
as
one
weird
guy-
people.
kids.
Like
Oh,
this
he's
one guy
back.
who was given vodka, and he was like, "Oh God, I need to hide the vodka," and he's in the locker room, and he could have poured it in the shower sinks, the toilet,
Did
the
he try to
urinal, the
stick it
sink,
up his
anything. He could have gone rid of the evidence in any way. He just chugged the whole thing. Then the police walked in, and well, surprise, he didn't pass any tests because he had just chugged like a fucking handle of vodka in the locker room, and we just all sit there and we're like,
What a kid!
man.
What a kid!
What a unit.
what a unit. He also, there was quite a few people that like got expelled or suspended from our school, but our school wouldn't fucking drop them from the list, so our graduation rates would stay high. Yeah.
Now you know
No, I know
more.
a
What-
ton of idiots. Did I tell you
What
the
a
story of the guy
shocker.
that bought a cabin by accident?
What?
Wait, what?
The dude that got super high and bought a cabin by accident?
Was
Dude,
he
what the
trying to
fuck are you
keep
doing?
on
What the
or
fuck is wrong with
Okay.
Delano?
So this one guy, high out of his minds, accidentally buys a cabin on the internet, and then him and another buddy, still high off their ass, drive all the way to Texas where they purchased the cabin. We live in Minnesota. Drove all the way there, went to the cabin, And then he says he doesn't remember what happens next. All he remembers is running butt-ass naked from the police on a beach in Texas. And then he was at school the next week.
That sounds like a good kid.
Yeah, great guy. I know his friend. I know the guy that was with him too. There were so many, dude. There were a lot of characters.
What is wrong with that?
There's the guy that worked at Dairy Queen to cover up the fact that he was a drug dealer. Except he wore like a $50,000 coat to school every day. So it's like, yeah, you're really doing a bang up job there, covering it up.
Maybe he got a promotion.
Maybe he got a promotion at Dairy Queen, except he didn't work there. My buddy would always take his shifts for him. Like, he literally just had that title just to cover it up. And then eventually he ran out of cash to pay my buddy with to cover shifts, so he just started giving him, like, blunts and shit as payment.
You know?
I'll save this all for a Delano special.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'll give someone else the floor now. Take it away.
Gavin, how was your,
We didn't poop our pants, and that's what matters.
I would like to note throughout his whole story, I picked up an Unbreaking 3 and Luck of the Sea 3 fishing rod.
Holy shit, put mending on that and it's indestructible. And then you just need to put, what's the lure?
Wait, how did you pick it up?
I fished it.
That's almost God. That's like half of a God roll there.
You just walk over.
Does it have vanishing or anything on it?
Curse
Should
of
we
Vanishing.
finally give the backstory to Diego's accident?
It does have Curse of Vanishing.
Sure.
Before,
While we're on the topic of like injuries,
I would
His
just
spine had Curse of
What about
Vanishing.
yours?
mine,
Do you
I've
have
had
any
a lot of
injuries?
stuff. I've broken both my ankles twice, broke my wrist, dislocated both thumbs, broken many fingers. It's just a lot of basketball stuff.
Hmm.
The worst,
I can now no longer sprint.
the
You
worst,
broke your ankle for kids.
the worst injury from basketball. Well, it wasn't the worst technically, but it was the most painful thing I did. Was I played in a game with a dislocated thumb.
Mm.
So I dislocated my right. We were playing in a tournament, and I dislocated my right thumb the first game of the tournament, and decided, yeah, well, this thing is like hanging, not even like moving.
You decided to stick it out.
Let's keep playing.
I'm a man.
So
Ooh.
I proceeded to play the rest of the tournament with pretty much my left hand.
That's all you need.
Dual wielding 0.
It wasn't great, but it was better than better than sitting out.
There we go.
So yeah, I didn't
Don't grab my shit. Don't grab my shit.
compared to like other people's injuries basketball wise.
Grab my shit.
I'm fine. Like I didn't like tear my ACL like a lot of people do, like a lot of females do.
Mm-hmm.
What is with that?
A lot of
Like I'm gonna be honest. Every girl at
I feel
Jefferson
it.
who plays basketball tears their ACL.
I think only like 2 of them haven't.
Do they not?
Adam, what are you doing?
Me? So, how did I move here? Guys,
I tried to save you. I was this close.
I
You
heard
see
the
me trying to
typing.
pull you out.
Like it's whatever. More to the more important story. Diego.
Well,
So we went on a trip this summer.
I have
and we
other
planned it around
injuries.
Diego's back. We had a lot of things planned this summer, and then
Have we
COVID
explained
and
what it means with Diego's back stuff yet, or no?
no, I don't think we've ever gone into the story yet on the podcast. So
all right.
Diego,
it's
do you want
about
to explain
time.
Take a seat right there. I'll meet you. All right. So, in I think it was 2nd or 3rd grade, I was walking
All right, we
with
don't.
one of my.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, I'm talking about my
Just like
injury.
tonight.
I'm talking about my injury.
Diego, don't
So-
make me kill you. You
So
know what the injury we want to hear about.
we were going to get picked up after school.
All right, here we
and
go.
we were-
Oh no, wait, this one is good.
No, it's good. It's good. I swear. So we were walking back, and we were throwing like a beanbag at each other because
Talking about Ricky, like
no, it was me and another kid. We'll call him Liam.
sex.
Why is everyone, should Liam just be the go-to male name that we give everyone now?
Until we're actually talking about a Liam, in which case we'll call him
Butch.
Well, that kind of gives away the fact that his name. Well, if we
You
say,
fair
oh wait, his name's Liam, we'll have to give him a different name. That kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
No, they'll never know.
Absolutely not.
They'll never know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so me and Liam, we were walking back, and we were waiting for our parents to come pick us up because that's how elementary school works. And so,
Well, I mean, I was
eventually,
there too.
yeah, but
Wait, Ricky.
Yeah.
Wait, what grade was? So Ricky? No, he wasn't.
yeah,
It
he's in
was.
first grade.
Wait, you said you were in.
I was in second or third, and then I said it was third grade.
Oh, I thought you said you were in second grade. 'Cause then Ricky
then he'd
wouldn't
be in
be.
kindergarten.
Yeah, it's not elementary school.
What do you mean that's not elementary school?
That's
Kindergarten is elementary school.
Kindergarten is a whole
Ricky.
different thing.
Absolutely not. Preschool is a different thing, but
No.
regardless, Ricky was there.
Kindergarten's part of elementary school.
And so we were walking back, and eventually it escalated for whatever reason to we were throwing a rock at each other. And it was mostly he was throwing the rock, and I was avoiding it. And eventually he got a hit off, and there was blood everywhere.
Did you like break your
And-
teeth or something, or like what happened?
I actually almost had my eye taken out. He hit right beneath my eye on the little bone in your eye socket, and
Your
it
eye
just
socket?
yes, and basically it just started gushing blood, and so I had to
As
end
it
up
does.
going to the doctor, and I got
Wow.
stitches, and I had those for like a week or two, and it was all yellow, and I almost lost an eye.
You mean it's
But-
bruised?
Bruising would imply that it's like purple and blue.
No, there's bruising that's yellow.
Yeah, I guess.
I pushed my eye once. It was red.
I want the
That's
trapdoor.
great, Adam. Anyway,
Like the
For all
white
the
part of
viewers
my eye.
know, Butch only has one eye. Like I could say like anything.
it's right in the middle of his forehead too.
I have a scar like Anakin across my eye
Do you
when
like
I got in a
sand?
fight. No, I hate sand. It's quartz. It's rough and it gets everywhere. And I just got a tripwire hook.
All right,
He is
so
Anakin.
to the story that we want to hear about.
So that was the worst injury of my life up to that point. I had to sprain my pinky
Well,
playing
let's be
basketball.
honest,
in
you
first
didn't
grade.
have much of a life until it, like.
I had a little bit of a life.
Diego,
You
it
sprained
was
your
third
pinky?
You
grade.
downplayed yourself.
It was
quite a
third
bit there.
grade.
Yeah, doesn't mean I didn't have a life. However, this past winter, me, this guy, and wherever Gavin is.
Where is Gavin?
He's at my house.
Fishing.
Oh,
Oh, over there.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep the rain going. Actually, it optimizes rain. Fishing.
The three of us went sledding over at a hill by my house, and at the bottom of the hill is an elementary school. And the elementary school, at the back of their school, has a bunch of like flower garden boxes set up for fruits, vegetables, and sunflowers to grow in the spring and harvest in the summer, that kind of good stuff. And so the three of us had just come from going out to eat. Oh God,
Oh fuck.
I guess you changed today. Okay, we're fine. So the three of us had just gotten done eating at a restaurant, and we were like, "Hey, let's go sledding."
You guys went out to eat?
Yeah,
Oh, I
What?
got a name tag.
yeah.
Wow.
We were gonna do the full shebang, and then you were like, "Oh, I can't come," and then we were like, "Oh, well, let's still do it
You
anyway."
did not go out to eat.
We went to Snuffy's.
Oh yes, we did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, and I was like, "Wow, this is
Why
shaping
wasn't
up
I
to be."
invited?
Sam, because you
'Cause
were
this was
literally
pretty
not
sad.
in the group yet.
Oh yeah.
This was in December.
Why didn't you come, Butch?
Yeah. Why didn't Butch go?
Guess I missed the invite. I get a text from an unknown number. Hey, you pulling up?
Yeah,
Like, I'm
you
like,
don't know who we are yet, but in about 6 months you will. Do you want to come?
And you,
You wanna come
yeah,
Snuffy
Butch, you
with us?
coming? Who's Butch? Wrong number. Oh no, we're right. You're just oblivious at this time.
Anyway,
You'll enjoy this in a couple months.
Trust.
so we decided to go sledding, and so Fish, Adam, and I we
You just
wanted
texted
to
me.
go over to Brooks. Oh, it's because it's in his name. We wanted to go over to
Oh my
Brookside. What?
Did you not know my name off the top of your head? Did you need to look at my Discord name?
No, I'm looking at your avatar and I saw Fish. I do that with multiple people. It's not just you.
He calls
Isn't
me
that
Daddy
right?
Guan sometimes.
I do.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Anyway, so we wanted to go to another hill that is much safer and doesn't have stuff at the bottom of it, and it's also bigger and more fun. But Gavin was like, "Oh, but our sleds are all by our houses because they're in them, and I don't want to have to go pick them up and then drive back." And I was like, "Okay, I
You
guess
guys
that's
also
a valid
didn't.
point."
To Gavin's point, you didn't have a vehicle that could really transport all the sleds very well.
Oh,
I mean,
we could have made it work.
yeah, there's 3 flat, not super.
Oh, you're
big.
gonna take Gavin's tiny little car.
Yeah,
We
you
could have
can
taken mine and Adam's, and it would have been fine. Like, we could have made it work. It
Regardless,
would have been more of a struggle, but like, we could have made it work.
because of logistics being easier, we ended up just going over to the hill by my house. And so Gavin took the first run, and so he was at the bottom of the hill making his way up when I was laying on my sled talking to Adam. And so he was behind me, so I got my sled, turned around, laid on it, and was facing him, and we were talking. And as we were talking, the sled starts moving. And so I was just kind of vibing. I was talking with him, and conversation ended, and I was already on my way, and I was thinking to myself, wow, what a gorgeous blue sky, not too chilly, powdery snow kind of a day. And as soon as I kind of completed that thought, I closed my eyes, and then pain. Because I ended up hitting one of the flower boxes at the bottom of the
I
hill.
thought you hit a jump and then you hit it.
Well,
The bottom of the head was curved such that
you get like a little bit of air,
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's not like it's not like super significant. But it was significant enough to angle my back where I hit my spine, and not like the middle of my spine, and not the top of it. And so, because of that, I ended up shattering my T12 part of my spine. And initially, we thought I just kind of like bruised it real bad. I had to lay there for like 5 minutes just to kind of catch my breath, and
What a scrub. We needed 5 minutes.
it did hurt. And so I eventually got up to my knees, and from there I got up to my feet. And the boys, they did the old shoulder walk.
Okay, so about that, why didn't you just call an ambulance?
Ambulance rides
Ask
are
Gavin.
expensive.
They're expensive. Gavin suggested it, but I was like, no, I don't think we need it, because I was able to get up onto my feet. And
Which we found out later was just adrenaline, and the fact that Diego's built different. But
and so I not only was able to get up to my feet, but I was able to walk up the hill again, and like get in my house, lay down, and just kind of start working on it, trying to see if it's a bruise or if it was something more. And by the time we figured out it was broken, we were just kind of like, I mean, we can just drive to the hospital at this point. And so Mom had just made cookies, so she offered them to the boys, and then they eventually left. And
My sunshine is spine.
I think that's like the first time you guys actually had a conversation with them.
that was the first time I'd seen your parents in my
Yeah.
life, Diego.
No, that's not true, because
It is.
You've
seen
definitely
them.
seen them before.
you've seen them before. Because we've been over at Diego's house, and to get into their basement, they're sitting in the living room. You would have had to see them.
No, actually, I take it back. Gavin always closes his eyes.
Ah,
Listen. I
He does that
had
anytime
never
you're
seen
in
him
the
before up until that moment.
Small brain. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically what happened. And then healing begun, and everything was fine. I underwent surgery just because it was
you shattered
risky
your
enough
brain,
not to.
your back.
Yeah. And like usually it depends on the back injury. You can just wear a brace like you would like with a calf.
if what you said, you shattered your vertebrae, you have to have surgery done.
Yeah.
If it's like a
but
fracture, yeah, you can do that. But
but since it did shatter, it was kind of getting really close to the nerve. Like
It's also there is
spinal
very
cord.
sharp bone fragments just chilling.
It was 3 different pieces.
Again,
But
it's just chilling in your body. That's not good.
Yeah, so it was just like the smarter, safer play is to get a surgery. And so that was fine. And I mean, I was able to start walking again after like a week. Excuse me. And so that was fun. Fortunately, I broke it the week before winter break. So I didn't have any like homework or tests really to catch up on. And so I had basically all of winter break to recuperate, and I was back at school following that. And then late into February, early March, I got an infection in the wound. So I had to go back in and get another surgery. And for whatever reason, the stuff they used to sew my back up again, they used like
muscles?
stitch. Yeah, like no, because this was just like skin surgery. Because it was that they did muscle. They had to cut through the muscle for the initial surgery, but for the second one, they just cleaned out the infection. So basically, it was just through the skin.
Oh.
But for whatever reason, the stitches they used, they did like internally, and they were supposed to like dissolve after a while.
Oh yeah.
But they didn't. And so to this day, I still have some stitches coming out of my back. And so that's why if I ever say I got to go do back stuff or I talk about it, that's basically what I'm talking about is my dad has to basically clean and tend to the wound and make sure that nothing gets super icky and remove any stitches that have come to the surface.
Fine, get out.
That's fun.
You know, there's a lot of things that could have made your back not break here.
Well, yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's a lot of things that could have made Butch not break too.
you could have waited for me. You could have
What?
done it.
You
Yeah,
said studying was a white person thing.
but yeah,
That's where you
that's
go.
also true.
No, I was busy.
No, you
Oh, you also
didn't
said it was a white
want to go sledding, and then you were also busy.
Most of the point, I was busy. You could have waited.
No, but
Yeah.
like, you wouldn't have wanted to come with us anyways. So.
Or regardless,
I would have
we-
came if I wasn't busy. Because then I'd have.
We wouldn't have to wait for you because then we could just do it again another time. It was just a matter of
Yeah.
You could have waited a day.
unfortunate circumstances.
Could've
Was all.
waited a
Oh,
day.
we couldn't have waited a day because we had school the next day.
You could have waited for winter break.
It's just unfortunate circumstances. It's all.
So
Yeah.
needy.
And I was sick, so I slept through the entire
Exactly.
thing.
You could have
Yeah.
waited for me and Ricky to not be.
Well, see, the thing about Ricky though was that was a development that we had just learned that day after we had already established plans of doing stuff.
Come parkour up to here, but brothers, join
And
me.
that was the biggest, that was probably one of the scarier things is he was asleep and out of it for the majority of the time. So I was just kind of scared how he'd take it when he woke up.
I get sick a lot.
He does get sick a lot, which is why
How'd you
we
get
It was
often.
it was baffling to me because I like woke up from one of my sick naps and I see a text from like
Diego's
Lucas, and it was just, "How's Diego?" And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Wait,
Because
so you learned that your brother broke his back from Lucas?
Wait, when did Lucas find out? Like,
I don't know. It was weird to find out from him
'cause I
first.
thought
Though.
Ricky, I would
I don't know
expect
either.
that you woke up from your sick nap, and I guess Diego probably texted him. I guess.
No, I don't think I texted anyone because I was just kind of like, all right, pain and trying not to think I broke my back, even though I probably did. I was focused on other things. But that is weird that you didn't, because like
Didn't learn from Diego.
I thought the parents told. Well, I know the parents told you.
Parents told me after I was dazed and confused by Lucas' attack.
Oh, okay. Because as far as I knew, you were still asleep. And then Dad texted and was saying, like, Dad texted Mom, was like, hey, go ahead and tell Ricky whenever he wakes up. Hey.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Go,
Yeah.
go.
Peter, make sure you...
Does anyone else realize that Sam isn't here?
Yeah,
He left to get the Travi Patty.
Yeah, the Travi Patty.
He went to McDonald's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said it in chat.
I can't. I'm in F1 mode. I can't see chat. Wow, what an unprofessional podcast episode this one is.
That's not
We're in
Oh, you
Minecraft.
haven't seen chat this whole time? I had a bunch of funny visual jokes.
Anyways, we're at.
Oh, you bumped me.
I'm sorry.
This could be a good place to end it. We're at an hour or almost an hour. We're at like 57
Okay.
minutes. Does
I
anyone else
was
have
gonna
anything to say?
Do you guys have any injury stories?
Subscribe at no.
I got
like,
bit by a snake
subscribe.
once.
Wait, what?
There was no way I haven't had
Like a
concussions.
gardener snake?
Nothing important. It was funny though.
I have
actually-
my harrowing foot injury from fishing with Isaac.
Oh, that wasn't even bad, Gavin.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
It's hilarious.
I tripped on some wooden stairs
Gavin was
and
walking.
stubbed my toe, and it's been a problem for like a month.
I was like, I had a feeling you were gonna fall there because I said like don't fall,
Jump is impossible.
and then you fell, and I was picking up my tackle box from the canoe, and all I hear is just like a thud, and Gavin's like,
Like that.
yeah,
Parkour kills people.
and Gavin's on the ground and cursing quite a bit,
Tricky jump. I don't know if that's possible.
Dude, it hurt a lot.
and still
I don't know
like,
why
to
it
this
hurt
day,
so much.
like
It was the hardest I've ever stubbed a toe in my life. And it was after the failure that was that fishing trip.
you could talk about Henry breaking your nose.
Oh, I was playing basketball with Isaac.
Henry,
Clyde was there too.
Henry, and
Ombongi.
Ombongi. Yeah.
And I'm really bad. So in order to keep up with all the other guys who are better than me,
Clive is
I
not
try
very
hard.
good.
He's better than me if he doesn't try. In order to keep up with them, I try hard, right? That's just kind of in my nature to try hard a lot of things. What that means is that when you're tryharding, especially against Henry, he also starts to try hard. And so I was playing really tight defense on him, and he was like trying to whip around, get past me. I stepped a little too close, and so he whipped around to make a turn, and his head went full force into my nose. And let me tell
That's the
you,
only time Gav got hit.
between
Actually, no, I take that.
like in the battle between the back of someone's skull and a nose, the nose doesn't normally win, and this is only amplified when you have a large nose like myself.
Gavin does have a very large nose.
It was a pretty interesting experience, definitely memorable. I felt a little bad since the basketball kind of stopped with my injury, unfortunately, for a little bit, and then they kept playing, which is good.
That's why he felt bad.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
It was pretty great, as it was my first bloody nose in my life as well. And it was really funny because, like the day before that I broke my nose, I had someone ask me if I'd broken it before because it looked so fucked up. So I could finally answer them with yes.
And in doing that, you actually corrected your nose.
Well, no, because it still looks kind of weird, but I mean.
Adam, do you have anything?
Okay, so there's no way I haven't had multiple concussions.
Then maybe that's why you're so retarded.
Probably, yeah. So, there was one time in hockey, well, there's one shot that I got, it was like in the lower jaw, and I could feel my jaw, like, leave. And this was, like, in my helmet, too.
Wait, leave?
I guess this
Like,
is a really
what do you mean?
question. Yeah, I felt it, like, kind of
Shaw has
pop
left the
out.
server? Question mark.
Yeah, so... that was
Jaw
fun.
left the server.
And then there was another time when I got kicked in the head, because I kind of went
Is
out.
it in
With
soccer?
just my head.
Or
Well, I went to cover it, and then someone fell like in front of me, and I went over him for some reason, and then his leg came back and kicked me in the side of the head. I was down for 3 seconds, and then another one. So in hockey, there's like a dot in the goalie spot. Well, there's a goalie spot, and then the dot in the left and right corner, surrounded by a big circle. So I skated up to the dot, and I dove for the puck, and I got the puck, but I also got this guy's shins right in my face. And this made the guy do like a full midair 360 flip. And that hurt. I was on the ground for like 5 seconds before I actually was able to get up and get back in the net.
Well, that
doesn't sound very pleasant.
I lost my third tooth to basketball.
Explain.
No.
I was playing basketball in literally just on the blacktop of elementary school, and I'm like, the dude. I don't play basketball, and everyone else playing with did. So they were like, thought they were real fancy, throwing the ball backwards while I was standing behind them to like fake people out. But the only person they faked out was me, the person receiving the pass, and the ball. They huck the ball at me, and I'm like standing behind them, not ready, and it just nails me in the face. And I'm like, ow, that kind of hurt. And I like put my hand on my mouth to like, because I was hitting the face with a ball. And they're just blood. And I look down, there's just a tooth. No, some dude is like, hey, you dropped something. And I look down, and my foot is on the fucking ground.
I have a similar story, but it's in lacrosse. It's way like I got hit in the face with the ball because someone faked it, and then they passed it to me, and I had no fucking clue where it was. The only difference is that this was in a varsity game, and I didn't actually get hurt, so I just looked like an idiot.
So, wow, your version of the story is very sad. Ow, my parkour is very painful.
Well, yeah. I lost two of my teeth at once by kneeing myself in the face.
How did you kick yourself in the face?
That's pretty flexible.
No, I kneed myself. So basically, It was just like I tugged on my knees too hard while I was jumping on the couch.
What the fuck? What is wrong with you?
Okay. Anyway. I think the funniest injury stories that I've ever heard of, though, may come from Ricky.
What? What did I do?
So there was a snake one, which was, we found a gardener snake in our yard.
You mean injuries about me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell this one.
Yeah, go
This
for
one's
it.
real funny.
Oh, okay.
So we had these neighbors who, for whatever reason, caught a snake in a bucket, like from their backyard, and they like brought it over to our house, and they were like, "Hey, come look at this cool snake we found." And for whatever reason, I don't even remember what I did, but it like grabbed onto my finger with its big old fang and would not let go. So,
that was definitely not a gardener snake then.
No,
yeah.
it was. Because it had like the coloring and everything.
Gardener snakes don't have
But gardener snakes don't only have one fang; they have multiple teeth.
I don't think it was the one thing that
It had like
there's no way it was one thing.
real human teeth. It was terrible.
What's real human teeth?
It wasn't a gardener snake because it got on and lashed on. If it was one fang, it would have been easier to take off.
I like swung it around and it would not let up.
How big was it?
And
The majority of
probably
gardener snakes.
Well, I was young, so it was big compared to me.
yeah.
That is true.
I was gonna say it seemed like it was like
Guys, the
know,
fly
like a
guys
foot
were
long.
approaching.
But then Rick, you have the other story that has to do with your hair,
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Hey, it's at the end
What?
of the parkour.
and it has to do with her backyard. And
Oh, where I got my hair chopped off by a weed.
what?
Wait, you got your chopped off by a weed whacker?
No, just Josh.
Okay, good.
So
I wouldn't.
in the earlier episodes, you can see like a picture of me, and I got like an unruly.
Wait, there's a
mop
picture of you
hair.
in the earlier episodes?
Yeah, my profile
Broke the
picture.
lever.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you actually just like inserted. a
I did
picture.
one in.
Well, kind of. There's. I'll
Where'd the lever
challenge
go?
the viewers to find it. Last episode, there's a little flash of just my bald profile picture.
Oh, I remember this.
Anyway,
Lever. One of the studio light levers got destroyed.
no, I put it back.
Oh, never mind. You did it. Good job. I'm proud.
So I have this unruly mop of hair on my head that just has not calmed down since the moment I was born. So there was this like bee in our backyard that attacked my head and then got stuck in my hair and kept attacking me.
It wasn't a bee, it was a wasp. So there was like a wasp nest in our backyard. We had tiers, and every tier was separated by like a rock wall. And in the rock wall there was a wasp nest. And so for whatever reason, Ricky wandered too close to it, and like 3 of them came out and attacked him and get stuck in his hair. So
Needless to say, I had tears too.
Wait, Ricky.
Another laugh track moment.
Oh.
When Diego
Share
needs to
this
use
with all your
water to
friends.
get up on the parkour.
Yeah, I may have cheated a little,
But
so I could expand it.
Where do you go from here?
as funny as those stories are, I think that's like the worst injuries you've ever had, aren't they, Rick?
He got bitten by a snake.
Well,
Yeah,
there was
by a
that.
snake, and
There was that weird time in my life where my like bone was melting.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
no.
Like the bone connecting my leg to my hip just started melting. And they were like, "You might have to get a screw in this bad boy."
Yes, actually, I remember something being up with your hip.
Yeah, there was a time where it like hurt to walk for a while, but then it kind of just fixed itself.
That
Maybe
is-
you were just
that
a
is-
growing
well,
boy.
I'm gonna stop melting now. Thanks.
That is a okay. The last thing
What,
I
your
want to
body
talk about
doesn't
is
talk to you?
What?
Your body doesn't talk to you like that?
No, sorry.
It's not very pog.
I know.
I drank my bone-hurting juice that day.
I got bit by a gar. That wasn't very fun. Adam,
A
you know what a
what?
gar is.
You got hit
No,
by a
I was-
car?
Yes.
Why did you?
He was bitten by a gar, as in a
Everyone keeps
fish.
picking up my cobblestone. I built this
So-
parkour with a stack, and now I have one piece of cobblestone in my
I got you,
Living
buddy.
in
Come
Colorado, it,
I was so curious how I
people
went
like
through a stack of
going
cobblestone.
fishing for weird stuff in Colorado.
Oh, that's what happened with it.
And
For the viewers and my sake, I'm gonna put a picture of a gar because I don't know what one looks like.
You know what a
What
gar
the fuck is a gar?
It's a bad.
Ricky, think Animal Crossing.
I don't
Think
know.
of- think of
I'm
a
not
fish.
good at fish.
think of a
Har, har,
very
har.
large fish, and then
The
it's like
fish.
it's got like needle
Oh,
teeth.
hold on. One of my
just
roommates
onto it.
just screamed my name.
But so we went fishing, and I was littler at the time, and we pull in this gar. Well, we were hoping to pull in a gar because we went fishing for gar, but so we pulled in a gar, and unfortunately, me being stupid as a little kid, you like touching things,
Mhm.
and you know,
You
don't-
shoved your entire arm
Hope you
down
were
his
talking
mouth.
to Butch. Butch was gone for the past 30 seconds.
No, but so as I was a kid, I liked touching things as normal
Kid?
kids do. So I put my hand next to this gar, and touched it, and it whipped around, and it chomped on my finger,
Chomp.
and I have a little scar on like my ring finger now from it.
Did you tell him it was a shark?
I wish.
Maybe it wanted to marry you.
Maybe it did, but it was not a pleasant experience.
They usually aren't.
Marriages?
Right.
Marriages aren't. Pleasant.
Why is it raining all the fucking time?
Anytime Isaac makes a server, it rains.
It's rain and water.
I think this is a good place to end it. I think we.
I thought it was ended. I'm
No, Butch.
Nah.
We were still rolling.
Oh god. Oh, a tree just stopped me from doing parkour.
But I think this is a good place to end it. Do you
Yeah, I
wanna,
agree.
so any actual last like remarks? Any?
Come look at my house. Show the viewers.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have one thing to say.
Okay, Gavin.
Come.
And with that, thank you so
We
much for
acknowledge
listening to the
the fact.
Small Brain Small Talk podcast. We hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and turn on the notification bell.
Bye.
Bye.